If you're looking to break into day trading and you have no idea what you're doing, you're going to want to stop right now, watch this video, because I got 3 things that you need to know before trading and before you push that buy button coming up. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad, and this channel is specifically dedicated to over-the-counter trading. So if you don't know what that is, basically OTC penny stocks are stocks that aren't regularly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, and they experienced extreme volatility, and that's what I thrive in. That's what I love. I love the volatility that the OTC provides, and I've been very successful at it. I do this every day for a living, and it's just totally awesome. But I keep getting a lot of questions. Because of the volatility, it's possible to use a small amount of money to really experience some significant gains, and it really kind of attracts a lot of these smaller accounts, right? People who are just starting out. But there's 3 things that you need to know before getting started. So number 1, money. You got to have money. It sounds kind of simple, but money is something that you really do need to get started when trading in the stock market. And it's money that you need to be willing to lose. There's a very good chance that you could lose money. So this money that you're using to start off while day trading needs to not matter to you. Now, I know all money matters, right? But you need to understand that there's a very high chance that when you first start out, that you could blow up your account very easily, especially if you don't know what you're doing. If you follow me at WeTradeHQ.com, you might have a less a chance of that happening, but links are down in the description. But, having some sort of cash in your hand that you can trade with that is disposable, something that you can afford to lose, is really the ideal way to start out trading. Some people think that you need tons of money to start out. You really don't. But be realistic about it. If you only have $500 left in your account and you need to pay all your bills, go grocery shopping, and you need to live with that money, that's not the way to do it. It sounds funny, but I get people all the time thinking that they can just throw $500 at something and turn into a millionaire overnight, and it's just not realistic. So go into stock trading, understanding with the cash that you have to trade with that there is a possibility that you could lose it, because in most cases when you're first starting out, you do. Number 2, having a plan. If you go into a stock and you just say, hey, this looks good and I'm just going to go buy it, that's not the way they go about doing it either. There's news that comes out that you need to understand that may affect or impact the stock. Just because you love Tesla doesn't mean that you should be buying Tesla. Just because you love the iPhone and you use all of Apple's products doesn't necessarily mean you should be buying it. Same thing goes for anything in the OTC, and this is just general stuff that you need to know. Doesn't just apply to penny stocks. So having a plan, knowing that you're going to do your own work, do your own due diligence, and really kind of examine charts and stuff like that before you really delve into it. I always like to recommend paper trading. You can go on Thinkorswim and basically trade with fake money. I know there's a lot of controversy when it comes to this. People are like, oh, well, you're not putting your own skin in the game, so it's not as effective. And I would agree to that to a certain extent. But at the same time, if you throw all of your own hard-earned dollars in there without knowing anything about the stock market, you're almost guaranteed to lose that. It's almost better to at least start off with some paper tradings. That way you at least get a feel for how everything works, how to even buy and sell stocks, because I know there's a lot of you out there that haven't even pushed the buy button, so you don't even know how to do that. Understanding limit sells and market orders and all that good stuff is important. And I think just learning on that and getting your feet wet with paper trading certainly helps out a lot. So that's part of developing that plan. You at least get to give yourself an idea of how you want to trade when you're trading with fake money that doesn't really matter. So having a plan is step number 2. Number 3, education. Educate yourself. Would you go to a doctor who had never been to medical school? Would you let a nurse work on you that had never gone to college? No. Why would you trust yourself to trade in the stock market if you don't educate yourself on how to actually do it? It's important to educate yourself, and I'm not here to sell you courses or anything like that or educational material. We do have that stuff if you're interested in it, and the links are into the description. I trade penny stocks, and we have plenty of other mentors within WeTradeHQ that can help you out no matter what area of the market that you're trading in. But don't just go out buying a course if you don't know exactly what you're getting into just yet. I don't want you to buy it. I might be the worst salesman there is, but we have plenty of free stuff over at WeTradeHQ as well that you can, examine. I have this wonderful YouTube channel that you can learn a bunch about for free before you think about investing in yourself when it comes to a paid course. They have value. Don't get me wrong. The courses are much more organized than say YouTube is. Might be easier for you to follow along. You can go back and watch and all that good stuff. So there is value to buying a course and even a mentorship where you would go live with me every day, something like that. But just educate yourself to some degree. There's plenty of people that don't pay for courses and are still able to make it. Those are there for you if you feel like you need them. No pressure to buy them at all. The key here is, though, to just educate yourself so that you are going into this stock market game as prepared as you possibly can. So to recap, 1, you need money. You need money to start trading. It sounds simple, but make sure that you have an appropriate amount of money to trade with. It doesn't have to be 10 grand, but it can't be 500 bucks. So you need somewhere in the middle to start trading with so that you can set yourself up for the best possible outcome there. 2, having a plan, understanding how the stock market works, understanding what strategies might work for you, and having to a plan, sticking to that plan, and having the discipline to not deviate from that plan is absolutely key before you even start to trade. Number three is educating yourself. Whatever you feel like educating yourself might look like, whether it's taking courses, whether it's going on YouTube, whether it's doing your own research over the internet, do something to educate yourself within the stock market, and don't just hop into a chat room. Don't take Twitter as a good resource to learn how to trade in the stock market. None of those platforms, are really going to ultimately set you up for success. Doing your own research and educating your own self so that you can make your own decisions without relying on anybody else is absolutely key when learning how to trade, especially if you've never pushed that buy button. So that's it, guys. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, I certainly would appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to see more content such as this, I certainly would appreciate a subscribe as well. I do go live every day around lunchtime to go over the midday market recap. And I also go live Sunday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time to go over the stocks to watch throughout the week. It's called Stock Watch Sunday. So if you want to check in on any of that stuff, please subscribe and you will get notified when I do so. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. If you're interested in our free platform that is WeTradeHQ, we have 4,000 members all around the globe learning and celebrating each other's success. And it really is focused on any area of the market. It doesn't matter, even though this YouTube channel is dedicated to penny stocks, we have all kinds of other areas in the market that people trade in and mentors that go along with that. So if you're trading options, ETFs, futures, even cryptocurrencies, no matter what you're trading in the market, WeTradeHQ is the place for you. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I will see you all before the bell. And B. Smith is out.